Welcome students to your social studies class, and today we are going to learn a new chapter, transport. So in this chapter we will learn regarding the different types of transports and the advantages of each mode of transport. Okay, so now let's start. Types of transport. So transport has become an important part of our life. Today people can travel by road, rail, air and waterways. So it's becoming a very important or vital part of our lives. Okay, because we need to travel from one place to another, right, to meet our everyday work. Now the first one is roads. Roads connect the villages to cities and towns. Roads are maintained by the state government within the state and central government as well. So both the state government and the central government maintain the roadways. Villages in India mostly have non-metal roads, but in towns and cities we can see metal roads. So what is metal road? The roads which are made of tar, and they are also known as Pakka road. Now roads are the lifeline of a country. They not only carry people from one part to another, but they also carry a variety of goods like grains, fruits, vegetables, oil and petroleum also all over India. They also helps in the transport of raw material and finished good from one place to another, and they help in industrial development. So in order to transport the finished product from the factory to the market, we need transport, right? So they also help in the industrial development. Now big trucks called trailers carry vehicles like cars and scooters. All these are delivered across the country. India is also connected with Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan and Myanmar by roadways. So they also help us to get connected with other countries. Roads can be categorized broadly into expressway, highways, state highways and rural roads. So expressway means a 4 to 6 lane road on which vehicles can travel non-stop. National highways connect the cities of one state to another. The National Highway 1 NH1 connects New Delhi to Atari, a town in Punjab. State highways are roads that connect different cities and towns in a state. Okay, so they are called state highways. And the roads in the rural areas are Kacha road. Okay, and they are in a process of development. The Border Road Organization (BRO) was established in 1960 to construct and maintain roads in the border areas for defense purposes. The BRO also construct airfields, bridges and other projects. And the roads are also used extensively by the army to transport troops and weapons to border areas. So it is basically the road which connect the border area. The Golden Quadrilateral Road Network joins the 4 metropolitan cities. So what are they? Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai. Okay. Railways. The Indian railways are an important part of our country. It is an important mode of transport for goods and passengers, and it also connects people from the furthest corner of the country and helps in business and tourism. The Indian railways have aided in the development of industries. The first train was started from Mumbai to Thane on 16 April 1853. A number of superfast trains like Shatabdi, Duronto and the Rajdhani Express have been introduced. Superfast means the speeds are very much faster than the normal train. Trains not only carry passengers, but they also carry heavy and bulky goods like coal, oil, cement, stones, weapons, ammunition and cargo. Okay, and they also provide limited international service to Nepal, Bangladesh and Pakistan. There are local trains in cities like Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata, which are a cheaper and faster means of transport as road traffic can be avoided. The numbers of car buses increase, right? So we often face traffic, but if you travel with the train, you will not face the traffic, and it is cheaper also, the local trains. Today the locomotives or engine are either electric or diesel. Steam locomotives are no longer used except in heritage trains. Now, many metro cities are now being connected by the introduction of metro rails, which has helped in making traveling easy and comfortable. Metro rails means the system of railways which operate within a city. Okay. A system of metro rails can be seen in the cities of Kolkata and Delhi. Here metro rails can be seen. Now waterways. So India is surrounded by water on three sides. We all know, right? And it has a coastline of about 6,100 kilometers with 13 major ports and around 200 minor ports. There is a wide network of rivers, lakes and canals transportation, and it is mostly used for carrying tons of cargo. Petroleum and oil are carried by special ships which are called tankers. Ships sail in the oceans and seas carrying all types of goods from one part of the world to another. Rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra and backwaters of Kerala are also used extensively as an inland means of water transport. This is all about waterways. Now the next is airways. So airways are the quickest means of transport. Means you can reach to a far place within a very short period of time as compared to the other mode of transport. All the major towns and cities of India are connected through airways. Okay, it is well connected with all the cities and towns. Now India is also connected to many countries of the world by air transport. In times of natural disasters such as flood, famines and earthquakes, helicopter and planes are used to provide food packets and medicine in these areas. They are also used to rescue people. Airplanes are also used to deliver couriers, newspapers, perishable goods like flowers, fruits to various cities and countries. Okay. Now the development of air transport has boosted trade with other countries of the world. However, it is not possible to transport heavy and bulky goods by air. It is also an expensive means of transport. So, among all the mode of transport, it is the most quickest but most expensive means of transport. Now, as compared to the other mode of transport. A number of private airlines now operate in India along with the official airline of a country, which is Air India. So, which is the official airline of a country? Air India. Some of the main airports in India are Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi, Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, Mumbai, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport in Kolkata, and Annadurai International Airport in Chennai. So these are some of the main airports in India. Okay. So students, in this chapter basically we have learned regarding the various modes of transport. Okay, and how it helps us. I hope student this video will help you to understand this chapter, and soon we will meet in our next class. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.